I'm Eileen, real estate investor in Dubai, and today I'm answering all of your questions and give you an honest insight into the Dubai real estate market. Is it really worth investing in real estate in Dubai, or is everything a scam? Stay until the end to know the truth. So I collected all the questions you were asking us on TikTok, on Instagram, and put it all together in this video. So the first question was, what exactly are we doing? So this was one of the most asked questions, so let me give you insights in what I do and what we do as a company. So I started my real estate investing journey back in Germany, in my hometown Hamburg, in 2020. We shifted to Dubai because we saw so many opportunities and decided to completely shift here. We did some investments before in Dubai, but it was kind of not so easy if we are not here because we were going all in. And that's why we decided, Dubi and I, to come here and do it in presence. Definitely had our experience from Germany and from Switzerland where we started. But coming into the Dubai real estate market was kind of confusing because, you know, the European real estate market and the Dubai real estate market are completely different. And we have experienced so many crazy things in the beginning as new real estate investors here in Dubai, although we had our experiences. And then we thought, okay, this is very complicated, especially as someone who is not familiar with the Dubai market, not familiar with the developers, not familiar with all of this process. And we decided, okay, we need to help people like us because we were looking for someone who can help us, but we didn't have that person. So we decided to become that person. And that's when we decided to found our company. It's an integrated real estate investment company for investors from all over the world who are looking to buy property here in Dubai. Basically what we do is we help our investors to make the highest profit with their investments here in Dubai. Okay, so the next question is, what do you enjoy the most about Dubai? And for me personally, it's the life quality. In Germany, it was kind of depressing, especially in winter. The sun is not shining there, especially in Hamburg. If you have been there, you know, it's always gray. But there were not so many things to do, to be honest. I was just sitting at home, doing my work, getting work done. I mean, for getting work done, it's amazing. But for living, not so much. That's why we decided to come to Dubai. Of course, also because of all these business opportunities and this real estate market opportunities. But for me, it's definitely the life quality here. The sun is shining, you have the sea, you have the desert. It's just amazing here. And the people are so nice. I never met someone who was like very angry or mad or like screaming or, you know, very, very friendly, open-minded people. The next question is it really safe for women out here? And I can tell you 100% yes, it is very safe. Back in Germany, I could not get out when it was dark, like for walking or something. But here you can definitely feel safe as a woman. It's also because of the strict laws and regulations, which is, for me personally, I think that's very good because, yeah, you know what happens when these laws are not there and you can dress like you want as a woman here and you are just safe. There's no catcalling on the streets, there is no harassment. Yeah, you can definitely feel safe here as a woman. Okay, the next thing that we get asked is give some tips for beginners who want to invest in real estate with no prior knowledge. So, first of all, you have to know, why do you want to invest? Do you need additional money besides your job, or do you want to build long-term wealth? Do you want to become financially free? Do you want to quit your job and live off your investments? So these are two different goals, and this requires also two different strategies. So be sure about what you want to achieve with real estate investing before you get in. And also definitely do your research. If it's in Dubai or any other city, if you don't know the market, learn everything about the market. You can find everything online. You can look up at YouTube about the market, and there's so many free market reports that you can find in the internet. Just read through them, look up the prices, the price development, find everything if you do your research. Talk with people who have done it before. If you have no knowledge and you don't know what to do, what are the exact steps, what are maybe red flags that you don't know about, or generally how is the process going. You definitely have to talk to people you trust who have done it before successfully. Another tip I can give you, especially here in Dubai, is don't rush into deals. There's so many deals that sound really good, and they are really good, but if you have no experience and you don't even know how much you can afford here, and you get into the deal, do the down payment maybe, and then you see, oh, it's more than my budget, then you would potentially lose the money that you already put into the deal. So that's why it's so important to don't rush, and definitely check your budget first before doing a down payment on some projects. Another question is, what is the better investment, off-plan or ready properties? So this is a very big discussion, to be honest. This is not so easy to answer, because for so many people it's the off-plan property, and for so many other people it's ready properties. I mean, all of them have their advantages and disadvantages. For example, in off-plan properties you have a very great value appreciation potential in a very short time. We had our client who bought an off-plan property, a 2-bedroom off-plan property, and within 6 months this property price increased by 50%. So that's what you can achieve if you go into the off-plan markets. If you are looking for yourself, for example, if you're looking for a new home, it is brand new. I mean, who doesn't want to live in a brand new apartment, right? And it's quite affordable. If you would look at the same property, once it's ready, the price would have increased by minimum 50%. So it's quite affordable still. Disadvantage is it's definitely taking time until it's ready, until it's handed over. So for example, if you're deciding to buy an off-plan property now, you have to wait minimum 1 to 2 years until it's finished and handed over. If you don't want to flip it, if you are looking to rent it out immediately, you cannot do that, you have to wait. Coming to ready properties, it is easier to make instant money, because you buy the property, you can decide if you want to do a small rehab or not. Usually that increases the price, so you can definitely consider that. But you can rent it out from day one and make money from day one. Another advantage of ready properties is that you get easily a loan. It is easier to get a loan for a ready property than get a loan for off-plan property, because banks don't like risks. And the another thing is, like I said, rehab is a point. Usually if you do a rehab, it's going to increase the price, and if you don't do a rehab, you will rent it out for a lower price than maybe the average around there. So that's definitely a factor that you have to consider. It takes a little bit of time and a small investment, but in the long term it definitely pays off. The next question is, I want to buy an apartment, but I'm afraid of scams. How can I be safe? Well, don't trust crazy promises. I heard so many crazy things like ROI of 100%. They're going to lease the property from you and buy it back and everything. So most of these are scams. If it's too good to be true, probably a scam. You have to always compare. Like compare the project, compare the developers, compare the units in the same area to similar properties, and then you know what is the average property purchase price and also rental prices. So what I can tell you is, if you have a friend over here, definitely ask them for help. Not necessarily if they have real estate knowledge, but if they're living here, they already know how is it with Ejari, how to use the government systems a little bit, and how the game here really works. So this would definitely help you. But if you have a friend in real estate you trust, it's even better. Definitely talk to as many people as possible who have done it before. Another thing is, I have to be honest with you, go to the viewing yourself. Don't send an agent that you don't know to a viewing, to a property. maybe it's a scam from them that they show you an apartment, a complete different apartment, and then they sell you something different, not the one that was showing in the viewing. So definitely go yourself, check yourself, and also maybe they don't show you the exact details of the unit. So it's always better to be here and look at the property yourself, or an agent that is your trusting person, then you can do that. Another thing is what we have learned from working with one of our clients is don't do any deposits, don't do any down payments before checking title deed and passport of the owner. What we had one time is we had an apartment sale, and we have looked it up online. You can search for the DLD, for the title deed, and it turns out that this property is not owned by the person they pretended to be, and they were just trying to sell an apartment which is not theirs to make money and then vanish. So definitely always check that and be sure that this is true. Next question is, we get asked this a lot, how much money do I need to have to start investing? So that's a very good question. Let's look at it like this. If you want to have a visa, if you want to have a residency here, you need to have a minimum investment of 750,000 dirham, which is around 180,000 euros. Then you would get a visa for 2 years, but as long as you hold the property, you can extend this 2 years. If you are looking for a golden visa for 10 years, you have to do a minimum investment of 2 million dirhams, which is around 50,000 euros, like €500,000. And besides the visa requirements, if you are a non-resident and you're looking to buy with financing the property, so with a loan, expect that you need 40% down payment, so you can finance 60% of the property value. Least amount that you get something here which is really good is 750,000 dirham. So you can calculate with an initial capital of 75,000 euros. That's a good sum to start with. But of course, the more you have, it is easier, you have more opportunities, and the more money you have, the more money you can make. Another question we get asked a lot is, because we are such a young age, I mean, I'm 26. Yeah, how to be successful in real estate at such a young age? So I would always say take calculated risks. We like to take risks, but they have to be calculated. You don't jump into something you absolutely have no clue about, because that's when you make a lot of mistakes and lose a lot. I mean, you gain experience, but this can definitely break you. But if you do it calculated, you have nothing to lose. There's definitely nothing you can lose, because you can always go back where you came from and do what you did. But if you don't take action now and don't change anything in your life, you will be always living the same life. You will be always be at the same point. The real risk is definitely not doing anything. That's the real risk. I mean, you would waste all of your time, your potential. And if you're a young family yet, you don't have big expenses, it's the best time to do something. I always keep saying is, if you are looking to invest into something, don't invest into something that you don't understand. For me, it is like stocks. I don't understand stocks and I don't trust stocks, so I don't invest in stocks. I like real estate. I understand real estate, so that's why I invest in real estate. It's that easy. And always stay optimistic, because everything is working out in the end, and it's much more likely that everything is going to be great instead of the opposite. So always stay positive and always focus on what you can change and not what is impossible, but always focus on your own capabilities and look what you can do and what you can change about a specific situation, instead of drowning into what you can't. And we are at the end. These were all the questions. If you stayed this long, congrats. That shows that you're really ready to start investing in real estate and take action now. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram, on TikTok, or via email, and we are happy to help you out. See you next time!